but she's set to perform at the upcoming inauguration. She said in a statement that she's doing it because the country must come together in the spirit of unity and look to the future.
This announcement is so huge, it's making waves across the entertainment world, and it's something no one saw coming. Is she stepping into new business ventures, a mind-blowing partnership, or maybe a life-changing personal decision? Whatever it is, this jaw-dropping revelation is set to change everything. The host's reactions were priceless, and the audience was left gasping in disbelief. You won't want to miss this moment. It's the kind of news that only comes once in a lifetime. What exactly is Carrie planning? Stay tuned because this is going to be big, and we've got all the details. Carrie Underwood, the renowned country music star and former American Idol winner, made headlines in January 2021 with an announcement that left both her fans and critics divided. The singer revealed that she would be performing "America the Beautiful" at Donald Trump's inauguration, a decision that sparked a fierce debate on The View. This news sent shockwaves through the liberal community given the contentious nature of Trump's presidency and the polarized political climate in the U.S. Underwood's appearance on Inauguration Day became a focal point for a deeper discussion on the intersection of music, politics, and personal values. As soon as the announcement was made, The View hosts and audience were caught in a whirlwind of conflicting opinions. The panelists, led by the outspoken Behar and the more moderate Whoopi Goldberg, offered diverse takes on the singer's decision. Their lively discussions, which covered everything from artistic freedom to the ethics of performing for a controversial president, became a microcosm of a much larger national debate. This article dives into the details of the dramatic clash between Behar and Goldberg, as well as the broader implications of Carrie Underwood's decision for the entertainment industry and American politics. Behar versus Goldberg, a clash of ideals. The debate between Behar and Whoopi Goldberg on The View regarding Carrie Underwood's decision to perform at Donald Trump's inauguration highlighted a striking division in their political perspectives, despite both being staunch liberals. Behar, known for her outspoken and often fiery political opinions, was quick to criticize Underwood's decision. She bluntly questioned the singer's motives, asking, "How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who is a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion?" This powerful statement reflected Behar's belief that Underwood's performance could be perceived as an endorsement of Trump's controversial actions and policies, many of which Behar fiercely opposed. Behar's criticism centered on the idea that artists, particularly those with wide public influence like Underwood, should consider the political implications of their actions. For Behar, performing at an event for a president she viewed as divisive and dangerous was tantamount to aligning oneself with an administration that, in her eyes, undermined democratic values. Behar's frustration came through clearly, as she believed that Underwood's participation, despite the singer's possible apolitical intentions, inadvertently legitimized Trump's harmful ideologies. On the other hand, Whoopi Goldberg took a more measured stance. While Goldberg did not shy away from voicing her own reservations about Trump, she defended Underwood's autonomy in making her decision. Goldberg emphasized the importance of respecting personal choices, even if they didn't align with her own values. Goldberg's more tempered approach stood in stark contrast to Behar's fiery rhetoric, underscoring the broader ideological divide within the liberal camp, where some prioritize personal freedom and others demand more political accountability from public figures. This clash of ideals between Behar and Goldberg illustrated the complexities of navigating politics in an increasingly polarized climate. Sunny Hosrin's middle ground. Co-host Sunny Hostin offered a balanced and nuanced perspective on the debate surrounding Carrie Underwood's decision to perform at Donald Trump's inauguration. While she respected Underwood's right to make her own choices, Hostin also acknowledged the complexity and potential tension of performing for a figure as polarizing as Trump. Hostin emphasized that art should be independent from political pressures, stating, "I think art is art, and you have a right to perform where you want to perform." This sentiment aligned with Whoopi Goldberg's stance, advocating for the personal freedom of artists, but with an important distinction. Hostin was not blind to the political implications of such a decision. In her remarks, Hostin shared that if she were in Underwood's position, she would have turned down the invitation with a hard no. She added, "I just can't imagine standing on that stage and acting as if everything he's done is okay." Hostin's comment highlighted the personal moral dilemma she felt performing for Trump would entail. While respecting Underwood's autonomy, she made it clear that she couldn't reconcile her own values with supporting a controversial administration. Hostin also made an important point in echoing Behar's commitment to free speech. "I would not be the person to tell someone else not to perform at the inauguration because I believe in free speech," Hostin stated, underlining the importance of individual choice in artistic expression. This made Hostin's position particularly interesting as she found common ground with both Behar and Goldberg, but still presented her own unique viewpoint. Her final comment added a bit of humor to the conversation, stating, "I can't sing a lick and I have not been asked, but if I were asked, it would be a hard no." This light-hearted remark underscored her more nuanced approach, acknowledging the right of others to perform, but making it clear that she personally would not have accepted the offer. In this way, Hostin carved out a middle ground, balancing her respect for artistic freedom with her personal convictions. A divided nation. The public reaction to Carrie Underwood's decision to perform at Donald Trump's inauguration highlighted the deep political and cultural divides in America following Trump's presidency. The lively and impassioned debate on The View exemplified how polarized the nation had become, with each side interpreting Underwood's performance through their own ideological lens. Underwood's decision to participate in the inauguration, a political event fraught with controversy, sparked intense reactions from both conservatives and liberals, revealing just how divided the country had become on political, social, and moral issues. For a significant portion of the viewing audience, Underwood's performance was viewed as a patriotic act that transcended party lines. Supporters of Underwood argued that her rendition of America the Beautiful during the inauguration was an opportunity to unite the country. Irrespective of who was taking office, they saw it as a symbolic gesture of national pride, not a political endorsement of Trump's policies or actions. In their eyes, Underwood's decision was a way to participate in an American tradition that celebrated the democratic process, regardless of one's political affiliation. For these viewers, Underwood's performance was about honoring the country and its values of democracy and unity, and they applauded her for accepting the invitation to be part of such a significant event in American history. This view was particularly popular among conservatives, who felt that Underwood's performance was an act of unity in a time when the country was deeply divided. These viewers argued that by agreeing to sing at the inauguration, Underwood was not aligning herself with Trump's controversial ideologies, but rather with the broader spirit of American patriotism. Her participation in the inauguration, they contended, was about showing respect for the institution of the presidency and the peaceful transfer of power, fundamental aspects of American democracy. On the other hand, for many on the left, Underwood's decision to perform at Trump's inauguration was viewed as a profound betrayal. These critics believed that aligning with a president who had been accused of racism, misogyny, and corruption was incompatible with the values of justice, equality, and unity that they held dear. For them, Trump's presidency represented everything they stood against, and any association with him was seen as a tacit endorsement of the values they opposed. Underwood's decision to perform at his inauguration was particularly jarring for these viewers because of her previous image as a country music star with progressive tendencies. Many of her fans had long admired her for her advocacy on issues such as animal rights and her support for women's empowerment, and they found it difficult to reconcile those values with her choice to support a man whose administration had been marked by divisive rhetoric and policies. Joy Behar's sharp criticism on The View resonated strongly with these viewers. Behar's questioning of how someone could love their country and support a president with such a controversial legacy struck a chord with those who viewed Trump's actions as fundamentally damaging to the nation. Behar's statement reflected the sentiment of many on the left who felt that Underwood's performance symbolized a betrayal of the ideals of unity, justice, and fairness. For these individuals, it wasn't just about a disagreement over political ideology. It was about what they saw as the erosion of moral values and democratic principles under Trump's leadership. To them, Underwood's performance felt like a betrayal of everything they believed the country should stand for. Underwood's decision to perform at the inauguration highlighted the broader cultural clash between liberals and conservatives, each group interpreting her actions through their own political and moral frameworks. While conservatives saw her performance as an act of patriotism and unity, liberals viewed it as a dangerous, tacit endorsement of Trump's divisive presidency. This divide reflected the broader tensions in American society, where political and social issues have become so deeply polarized that even seemingly neutral actions, such as an artist performing at a national event, are viewed through highly partisan lenses. The controversy also raised important questions about the role of artists in political discourse. Many viewers felt that Underwood's position as a public figure came with the responsibility to take a stand on political matters, particularly in a time of such deep national division. Critics argued that it was not enough for Underwood to claim neutrality or apolitical intent. They believed that artists, particularly those with platforms as large as hers, had an obligation to align their actions with their values and the greater good. Others, however, supported Underwood's right to make her own decisions and to separate her art from politics. For these viewers, her decision to perform was an individual choice that should not be judged based on political alignment. In the end, the viewership reaction to Underwood's performance reflected the fractured nature of American society in the aftermath of Trump's presidency. It underscored the extent to which political polarization has shaped the way people view not only politics, but also cultural and artistic expressions. Whether seen as an act of unity or a betrayal, Underwood's decision to perform at the inauguration became a symbol of the deep divisions that continue to characterize American public life. A call for unity. Amid the firestorm of criticism surrounding her decision to perform at Donald Trump's inauguration, Carrie Underwood maintained a composed and diplomatic response. The country music star was clearly aware of the backlash from both the media and fellow public figures, yet she chose to approach the controversy with a message of unity and respect. In a statement released after the announcement, Underwood explained her decision, saying, "I love our country and am honored to have been asked to sing at the inauguration and to be a small part of this historic event. I am humbled to answer the call at a time when we must all come together in the spirit of unity and look to the future." Underwood's words sought to diffuse the tension surrounding her performance by framing it as an act of patriotism rather than political endorsement. She clarified that her motivation was to celebrate the country and its democratic process, rather than to support a specific political figure. "I am humbled to answer the call at a time when we must all come together in the spirit of unity and looking to the future," she said, underscoring her belief in national reconciliation and moving past political divisions. For Underwood, this moment was not about aligning with Trump's policies, but about standing in solidarity with the broader ideals of democracy and national unity. However, not everyone was convinced by Underwood's message. Joy Behar, one of The View's most outspoken hosts, questioned the sincerity of her statement. On Tuesday's episode, Behar expressed doubt about Underwood's ability to separate her personal values from the highly controversial political figure in question. Behar's skepticism reflected a common concern among liberals who viewed the decision to perform at Trump's inauguration as an endorsement of his leadership and policies, even if Underwood insisted otherwise. Despite the criticism, both Behar and Sonny Hostin, while voicing their disagreement with Underwood's decision, acknowledged her right to make her own choice. Hostin, in particular, expressed that she personally could not have performed for Trump, but respected Underwood's autonomy. Underwood's response, while not entirely swaying her critics, maintained her dignity and reinforced her desire to focus on unity over division, a sentiment that was bound to resonate with some, even in the face of fierce criticism. The broader impact of Carrie Underwood's decision. Carrie Underwood's decision to perform at Donald Trump's inauguration was a moment that reverberated beyond the realm of country music, touching on the complex intersection of music, politics, and celebrity. In an era where artists are often expected to take strong political stances, Underwood's choice to remain apolitical in her performance was both controversial and thought-provoking. It raised important questions about whether artists can truly separate their art from the political climate, and whether they have an inherent responsibility to align their personal beliefs with their public persona. By agreeing to perform at Trump's inauguration, Underwood waded into the deep waters of celebrity politics. In recent years, the expectation for public figures, especially in the entertainment industry, to make political statements or take clear stances on major issues has intensified. Artists like Beyoncé, Taylor Swift, and Kendrick Lamar have used their platforms to comment on political matters, making Underwood's decision to remain seemingly neutral all the more significant. For some, it was seen as a rare act of maintaining personal autonomy in the face of societal pressures to choose a side. However, for others, it was viewed as a tacit endorsement of Trump, sparking a wider debate about whether an artist's participation in a political event, regardless of intent, inevitably becomes a form of political alignment. Underwood's performance was also a reflection of the ongoing tension between celebrity and politics in modern society. It served as a stark reminder that polarized celebrities can shape public discourse, but also how their choices can be scrutinized and politicized by both their fans and critics. Her decision to perform for Trump, rather than making a bold political statement, highlighted the difficulties that artists face in a politically polarized environment. For Underwood, it was an opportunity to participate in a moment of national significance, but for many, it underscored the growing chasm of division within American society. Ultimately, Underwood's decision to perform was about contributing to a larger conversation on American identity and unity, yet it simultaneously underscored the sharp political divides that continue to dominate the national discourse. Her performance sparked a dialogue about the role of celebrities in shaping political narratives, illustrating the complexities and risks of navigating politics as a public figure in today's divisive cultural landscape. Thanks for tuning in to our breakdown of Carrie Underwood's $1 billion announcement that shocked the View audience and hosts alike. The clash between Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg sparked a heated debate on artistic freedom and political allegiance. Whether you agree with Underwood's choice to perform at Trump's inauguration or not, it's clear that this moment raised important questions about the intersection of politics and entertainment. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more insightful content. See you next time.